Gaming coins and crypto is going to be your best chance to make life-changing gains this bull run, okay? Because I'm going to share with you some gaming tokens that should 10 or 20x. And at the end of the video, some very deep degen picks that could potentially 50x or 100x. Because the next big VC narrative, I think, could be gaming. Because after AI, after DeSci, after ZK rollups, VCs need that next new wave, that new narrative to invest their money. I think gaming is definitely going to be another narrative before we get into the bull run. So the first thing we're going to do, folks, is go into CoinMarketCap. All right, you go into CoinMarketCap, and you're going to go into search bar and just type in gaming. First, you spell it correctly. You click on categories. Don't mind my bad spelling, everybody. So at the top of the list, you're going to see IMX. All right, I've been a holder for years. I've been a follower. Looked into it. I was making content of this back in 2020. I actually got the airdrop for this token just by playing Gods Unchained. All right, now I feel IMX is going to be a safe play, but it's not going to melt any faces this bull run. You can see it's, already the highest market cap of the gaming tokens. We go to all. See, it's way down from its all-time high, but it has some pretty not great tokenomics. The team has a lot of tokens, and they regularly sell the tokens. But if we do go back to an all-time high, everybody, you're looking right around an 8x. Personally, I think that's bearish. All right, this was $9. I think IMX, if they really start to roll out these partnerships, I'm looking at maybe a $20 partnership for IMX here. If we look, you can see they have teamed up with Polygon Labs, so that's going to be very big. That's a great brand. And not only that, they formed a partnership with GameStop. All right, these two companies are very popular brands. And then when mainstream comes in, mainstream's going to look at this as mainstream adoption. All right, so keep an eye out on this one. But folks, let's get even riskier here. All right, we're going to get even more degen mode. We're going to go down. And now you see Mana over here. All right, now Mana, I really like Mana. Mana, the reason I like Mana is largely off a rumor, okay? Its market cap is about half that of IMX's. So there's definitely some room to run here. You can see IMX market cap 1.4, Mana coming in around a little over 700 there. It's half the market cap, so it could be more multiples. But I told you the number one reason I like it isn't even, it's nothing solidified. So this is based off rumor. Tread carefully with this coin, okay? This is a rumor. This isn't this isn't any kind of guarantee. This is a risky play. The rumor I'm talking about is Mana spiked after an Apple-linked rumor, everybody. All right, so that's going to be pretty big. Imagine what this collab would do for Mana adoption. I looked up some stats here. There's 1.45 billion iPhone users globally. All right, 1.45 billion. So if we end up seeing that, I'm feeling some bullish price action here. After the Apple rumor, it spiked up. It spiked up to around 80 cents. This was after the Apple rumor. We're actually down since then, folks. So we're down. We're half the price around the Apple rumor. So it's slightly down from there, but way down from the all-time high around $5. If we get this Apple rumor, it ends up being something. I think this is going to be a $10 token. Again, this is going to be a metaverse play, and we're a ways away from metaverses being a real thing. But metaverses 100% will be a narrative. Even if metaverses aren't being used in the next year or two, the narrative that we're going to use metaverses will be around. I saw it last cycle. We're going to see it again this cycle. Normies and retail love metaverses. So I can see a $20 mana or $10 mana if the Apple rumors are true. If it does go to $20, you're looking at a 25x, folks. All right, so now we're getting a little bit better, everybody. Now we're getting a little bit more exciting. All right, it's getting a little spicy. All right, now we're going to get even spicier. We want riskier plays. We're going to get riskier and riskier as we go down, all right? So now we're going to talk about ApeCoin. All right, this is a half metaverse, half gaming, half NFT, half culture type of pick here. I didn't have to ape into this one. I didn't have to ape into ApeCoin because I actually had the airdrop from holding a mutant ape. So, we might have a different exit strategy, so just bear this in mind. Now, right now, ape is down to a less than a $500 million market cap. All right, now I'm starting to feel the multiples accrue. You know what I mean? So we're starting to get a little bit higher and higher on the multiples here. So this is a Yuga Labs project. Yuga Labs is the team behind Bored Apes. You do not want to fade Yuga Labs. Yuga Labs hosted a demo of this, but this wasn't last month. This wasn't last week. This was July 22. Okay, so this is a full year and a half ago, almost at this point. There's no telling what they have built since then, but let's go ahead and check out this clip, everybody. This is, again, they had this going on a year and a half ago. 4,500 concurrent players. All right, this is all live, low lag. This is incredible, folks. So this is very, very far along the pipeline when it comes to development. They're making a lot of moves on the hiring end as well. They got the former Activision executive. This isn't like the head of custodian, and I don't mean like custody. I'm talking about carrying them up. No, this was the COO, Chief Operating Officer. I'm pretty long-term bullish here. Between this Activision CEO, between Yuga's war chest, the amount of money they can pour into this game, I'm feeling really good about Ape. Now, Ape is going to be, powering the whole ecosystem. So as they have more and more projects come out, I expect Ape to have really, really good gains. But look at the gains in the past. Before, it was around $25. It wicked up right near $25. Right now, we're sitting at $1.30, okay? That is about a 20x from here. Now, there will be more tokens in supply, as we're gearing up toward the bull run. About a year from now, we're expecting more. If we look at the circulating supply is only about 37% out, folks. That's not exactly what you want to see on the circulating supply, but there's also staking rewards, so you got to be careful with your exit strategy, but do what works for your goals. I do expect this to, spike once this metaverse just goes, a little bit more live. Once we see a little bit more action with this huge bullish narrative, VCs are going to love Yuga. Yuga's a good call. I wouldn't fade Yuga, but let's get riskier. All right, I want more gains. Okay, this 10x doesn't excite me. 20x doesn't excite me. I want to get a super degen, okay, here. Now, this one, I'm gonna have to thank Crypto Blood for pointing out a very important metric on this one. So shout out to Crypto Blood here. I'm talking about wax, all right? Yeah, you don't got to clean the wax out of your ears. I'm talking about wax. Wax is an older coin with a lot of games, okay, a lot of history, and I'm not the biggest fan of the UI of the chain. It has CPU and RAM requirements, but that's a whole nother video. But wax was very popular back in 2021. They had what many considered the first big mainstream NFT project. Talking about MLB Top. So they teamed up with Major League Baseball. This was before Bored Apes. Gary Vee was talking about this real early. A lot of Bored Ape whales actually got their start with the Topps trading card platform. So definitely an OG NFT platform, gaming token. There's a lot of gaming protocols on this, or a lot of games being developed that use the NFTs because it's a cheap chain to interact with. But let's look at the metric that he was putting me onto. So you're going to look at rankings here. We're going to go to chains. This is DApp Radar, everybody, all right? So this is going to shock you. Right now they have this labeled as DApp. So you can see it's numbered by DApp. So number one DApps is BNB chain. It's really cheap, followed by Ethereum. Well, go all the way down to number 10. You see Wax is number 10 in DApps. But that isn't the bullish metric that is getting me excited, everybody. This is going to be the transactions. Now, let's go to 30-day. We want more information here. Now we're going to rank NFT transactions by just the number. Number one is Wax, folks, ahead of Solana, all right? And so when I see Wax and I look at their market cap and they're a rank 160, their market cap is 200 million. And I think of what, when I see this metric right here, I can't help but get very, very bullish on Wax. I would not sleep on Wax. If Wax can go up, well, let's look. If it can go up even close to these levels, folks, we're looking at a pretty good multiple. It really, it was around $1. It wicked up real close to $1. You see 93 cents on the daily. Right now it's only around 6 cents. Okay, so that's roughly 16, about a 15x from this level. That's only if it stops at 91 cents. When you look at the NFT transactions, it's right next to Wax, in Solana. I get real bullish because I did some math, folks. I did the math on the market cap. The market cap of Solana versus the market cap of Wax here. Wax is less than 1% of Solana's market cap. I'm not saying Wax is going to hit Solana's market cap. It's definitely not going to hit Solana's market cap, but it's starting to have ecosystem, numbers that are comparable to Solana. So I expect that 1% difference from 99% to get to, I expect that to just shrink a little bit. If it can get a little bit more normie friendly, if it can get a couple more games that get popular, I could see this going $2-3 potentially. If it goes to $2, now we're looking at a 30x, folks. Okay, so now we're getting a little bit exciting. Okay, we're getting into the 30x range. Now it's time to get even more degen. Okay, we got to keep going lower. We got to go lower. lower. Yes, even lower. I know DZ, we're in the top 300. Now we're getting too risky. We're going lower, folks. We're going lower. DZ, you're getting out of the top 400. What are you doing? You got to stop. Turn it around. I don't want a coin in the top 500. We're getting out of the top 500 for this pick. Talking about Reef, everybody. All right, now we're going to talk about Reef. Reef, the old coin, old by, this sector would be considered, because it's gaming now, but it started out as DeFi. Reef was a favorite of 4chan last cycle, so it has a strong community of basement dwellers. We're going lower. Basement dwellers like you, basement dwellers like me. Okay, so it has that real strong degen community that you can associate with 4chan. But if you look at the all-time chart, folks, this looks bearish. It doesn't look great. It looks like, maybe its best days are behind it. I think that's going to be more of a product of launching January 21. But yeah, you see this all-time chart looks bearish, but are you ready for this? Okay, you ready to flip from bearish to positive? Look at the 1-year chart. On the 1-year chart, it looks like we're starting to see a little bit of a turnaround. If you remove that, it looks like even more of a trend line reversal. Now, this is still super, super early. We're only looking at a little bit over a month of positive direction. So I'm not saying, it's going to flip a 180 here, but there's a good chance, it's getting a little bit more bullish. Now, why do I like Reef? I looked at the 24-hour volume. 24-hour volume wasn't terrible when it comes, looking at the actual chain here. Reef volume, almost 10 million. Well, look at the coin above it. It's under 1 million. Look at the coin below it. It's under 200,000. So, amongst its peers, it has pretty good volume. Not as much as Big Time over there. Jeez, look at Big Time. But Reef has, good volume, meaning not going to have as much price impact if you want to get in, get out. So I do like it for that metric right there. But let's go back to the charts here for Reef. Looks like it topped out, it was right around 5 cents. Yeah, so it topped out around 5 cents. And it has strong resistance at 4 cents. But if it can break above a nickel, everybody, this is going to be price discovery town. Okay, that's my favorite town to be in. My favorite town is price discovery town. That's where you get these parabolic tops. Okay, I like this one as a strong team. And if we look at their socials here, folks, they're active. Okay, I didn't even see that they had tweeted this recently. This is from 4 hours ago. Coming from Binance Launch Pool, coming with the active team, active community, also a Polkadot project. Polkadot, a lot of people like the Polkadot ecosystem as well. And this sounds dumb, but its ticker sounds like Reefer. That's free marketing just from retail FOMOs in. So if we get above a nickel, this one's going to be, there's no telling where this one could go. I'm almost scared to give you a multiple. I don't think it's going to $1. I don't know if we're going to get a 75x or anything like that, but it's looking pretty good. So keep an eye out on Reef, ticking the right boxes. I expect 4chan to pump this one up again. All right, now we're getting to the most degen pick. Okay, hit that like button if you like the degen picks. Hit that like button if you want to feel dirty after you buy a coin, because you're going to need a shower after you buy this one. All right, this one got on my radar from, again, checking 24-hour volume. I liked it when I saw it near its peers. It wasn't in the, I don't want to say manipulated range, where you see it and you're almost suspicious on the volume. You don't know if it's sustainable. But when you look, Game Zone's only 60,000. WAGME, had better volume yesterday. Today, it's still above $1 million. I got on my, activity, I see that it has a cool name, WAGME Games. You might laugh at me saying, oh, I like the name, but trust me, that is actually going to count when the new money comes in, when the retail comes in, and they're looking for gaming tokens. Name that's hard to understand, hard to pronounce, name that sounds like Reefer or WAGME. The normies are going to buy those coins, folks. So I'm just kind of tell you. All right, there's one very important metric I really, really like with WAGME Games here. When I look at their socials, I see that they're followed by 40 people that I follow on X, okay? So this is typically a good sign. If you got 2 tokens and you go to check out their socials, if you want to know how to do that real easily, just go to the one below it. This is totally unplanned. This might crap all over my point here, but this is right next to it in CoinMarketCap. You click on their socials. Okay, this is what I consider a bad sign. All right, now this is their new home. Let me, okay. This one's followed by 25 people I follow. Not exactly a small number again. So 40, a little bit better. We go, I don't know anything about Battle World here. We click on this. Followed by Radio Shack. So we got followed by one person, Radio Shack, which follows 12,000 people. And this one's followed by 40 people. So I consider that a pretty good sign. Now, 82% of this token is released, I believe. So, you know, yeah, 82% token released. Don't expect too much sell pressure from the newer tokens hitting the market. So, you know, keep an eye out on WAGME. Now, this one has had a pump. Okay, I didn't want to mention a coin that, oh, you know, this coin has tripled last 3 weeks. You want to buy it now? Well, usually the answer is no on something like that. So this one has had a nice little double since this recent low. So while other ones are tripling and doubling, but it is way down from its very recent high. And so with 82% out, you know, this is one that's got positive momentum. And sometimes that's what you want to see. You know, you can get some that's just flat on the floor, but then it might just stay on the floor. Okay, so these are my 5 DGen picks, everybody. I hope you enjoy these picks. We'll go over one more time. We have IMX. We also have Mana. And then we also have Ape. We have Wax. And then we have we have Reef. And then last but not least, we have WAGME Games here. So I hope you enjoyed that. These 5 DGen picks. Tell me your favorite gaming token. What is that gaming token that is going to 100x? Let's melt some faces this bull run. Let's do it together. I'm DZ for Discover Crypto. Hit that like button on your way out, and I'll see you at the top.